Hello everyone, welcome to this week's video announcements. Happy Valentine's Day. Sending love from Nashua, of course, in our month where we're talking about love. And I have a bunch of updates for you. First of all, I want to just say front and center that we are getting ready for this special congregational meeting on March 5th. That is a Sunday. It will be after church at noon in the sanctuary. You can also join on Zoom. If you are going to join on Zoom, we would like you to register. And we also would like you to come at 11:45. So special congregational meeting, March 5th. 11:45 on Zoom or noon in the sanctuary, and we will be serving lunch during fellowship hour that day. So if you're here at the church, we will have lunch for you. If you're joining us on Zoom, you got to provide your own lunch, but we're asking you to come at 11:45. And what are we doing at this meeting? We are voting on whether or not to launch a capital campaign, which is really exciting. The campaign goal will be $2.2 million. And we are looking at the visionary plan, which you can read more about and watch a video about too on our website. The visionary plan, except that we're not going to remove any pews at this time. So almost the whole visionary plan, minus the part about removing some pews. So the vote will be on that $2.2 million number, and with the goal of doing as much of the visionary plan as possible besides removing the pews. So that's what the vote's about. If you want to keep learning more about that, we have 2 more after church sessions that you can come to this Sunday and next Sunday. Both are 11:30 to 12:30 on in the fellowship room and on Zoom. You can join either way. And the one this Sunday will be focusing specifically on energy efficiency, greening. And the following Sunday will be just more general, trying to wrap everything up and answer everyone's questions and get you all to think about the project more generally. So greening this Sunday, a more general kind of everything next Sunday. So that is all congregational meeting, March 5th. I hope it's on your calendar. This Saturday, I'm really excited that there's going to be an organizing meeting for a 603 Equality Nashua Hub here at our church in the dining room. And 603 Equality is a statewide organization that is working on LGBTQ plus issues. And there is already a hub in Concord, and I think there's one out on the seacoast somewhere. And this is the first time a potential Nashua hub is meeting. I'm very excited about that. I will be there. I hope you'll join me. Caro, our ministerial intern, is going to be facilitating some of it, along with Linz Jackow, who's the kind of director of 603 Equality, and some others from the community. So it is open to the whole community. Feel free to invite people. I hope you will come. I will put a link in the comments to where you can sign up. You can RSVP to come. It is 1:30 to 3 this Saturday, February 18th, in the dining room. This Sunday, I hope to see you on Sunday. I'm going to be talking about the Article 2 Study Commission, which sounds super boring, but I promise it's not. It is about the proposed changes to our principles and purposes and sources, principles and sources. This is something that there's been a group, the Article 2 Study Commission has been working for a few years now. We've talked about it before, but this may be the first time you're hearing about it. If you were not with us for those other services. And there is a proposed set of changes to those kind of guiding documents that are a part of our Unitarian Universalist Association bylaws. So all of that sounds very technical. I'm going to talk to you about some of the technical stuff, but also some of the spiritual side of this. What does it mean to us to embrace a new way of defining who we are as Unitarian Universalists? And so I hope you will join me for the service on Sunday. You will definitely learn something. I hope it'll give you something to think about. And I hope it'll help us better connect to this process that our larger denomination is going through. So that'll be the service on Sunday. There will also be workshops for kids again. And there will be crossing paths for our middle schoolers. So all of that is Sunday morning. After the service, there is that Building Our Vision conversation about greening that I already mentioned. And I am also going to be holding an Intro to UU session in the Campbell Chapel after the service. It's going to be just in person this time because we're using our Zoom cart for the Building Our Vision conversation. But if you're here in person, I would love for you to join me to learn a little bit more about Unitarian Universalism. It's great if you're new. It's great if you want a refresher. No matter how long you've been here, I'd be happy to have you. So that's Sunday at 11:30. And we will have childcare 11:30 to 12:30 on Sunday for folks who want to join the Building Our Vision conversation or Intro to UU. Next Tuesday, so I'm going to move off of Sunday now. That's everything for Sunday. Next Tuesday is going to be the Next Caring Circle. This is a new monthly program that I started this winter, just last month, where I'm inviting just a particular group from the congregation, an identity, or folks going through the similar stage of life to join me for connection and sharing, getting to know other people in the congregation who are going through something similar or who share a similar identity. And it'll be from 7:30 to 9 on Zoom. And this month I'm inviting folks who are divorced or separated and for whom that's something that's alive in your life to join. And I am also inviting folks who are caring for loved ones. So last month we had folks who were caring for loved ones, and we're inviting those folks to come again, and we're going to go into 2 breakout groups. And Sadie will be facilitating the caregivers group, and I'll be facilitating the one for folks who are divorced or separated. So if you are in either of those groups, either caring for a loved one or in dealing with divorce or separation, I invite you to join me and Sadie next Tuesday, the 21st, 7:30 on Zoom. We'll wrap up by 9 o'clock at the latest, and I'll put the Zoom link for that in the comments. Later this month, we're going to have some fun together. We're going to have a pizza and game night on February 25th from 5 to 8 p.m. with pizza at 6 o'clock. We invite you to come join us to play games, have some pizza, have a night out of the house. It'll be in the dining room, and we may spread out into other rooms depending on how many games are happening and how many people show up. And if you would like to come, it'd be great if you could RSVP so we know how much pizza to get. Again, that's February 25th, 5 to 8 p.m. in the dining room. All ages are welcome, and I'll put the link in the comments for where to sign up. And finally, this is your way out there save the date for June. The Unitarian Universalist Association's General Assembly is happening in June. It is the 21st through the 25th of June, I believe. It is in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You can join in Pittsburgh or virtually. And we are looking for delegates. I'll put a link to more information about General Assembly. It is the business meeting of our association, but it's also a big conference with UUs, lots of great worship, lots of workshops. But if you want to be a delegate and represent us and vote on things like that Article 2 Study Commission that I'll be talking about this Sunday, please reach out to Lindsay Hedrick on our board. Lindsay is our vice president and is in charge of delegates for General Assembly. She would love to hear from you. So you can reach out to Lindsay if you want to become a delegate or if you're interested in hearing more about that. And also just let me know if you're planning to go to GA either in person or virtually. We try to connect everyone who's going once before and once in the middle of that time. So that's General Assembly. I'll put a link in the comments with more info. And that's what I've got for this week. I hope you have a lovely Valentine's Day. I hope you feel the love from your community. And I hope I'll see you on Sunday.